Hi there, anyone tuning in? Not doing anything special today. I felt the need to, since I made an in-depth guide on how to beat the black deck with just common jokers, that I should probably make a video for every deck with just the common jokers. I felt, since I'm going to be doing, general tips and tricks on all the guides, that I might as well stream it. I might lose. I want these all to actually be victories. So it might take me a few tries. I'm not going to be heavily editing these. They'll just kind of go up whenever I get the victory, which ideally won't be too many. This shouldn't be that hard of a challenge with most of these decks. But figured I might as well go live. If anyone shows up, I'll chat you with. And then, yeah. Just going to sit back and be relaxed. I didn't feel like editing today, so figured I'd start my little journey to get all these decks done. So first up will be the red deck. I'm just going to go left to right. I'm going to go for about an hour and a half today. And red deck, common only jokers. This deck just has the extra discard. Something like the banner would be great to show up early on, just because you get extra chips for the extra discard. Beyond that, like usual, just going to let the game kind of figure out what I'm doing. Early on, want a flush or full house or a nice straight, score the points here. As want the 300 points. The extra discard is not going to be needed. I have the points here. Remember, 75 times 4 equals 300. So you just need enough of this to equal 40 on this side, which this will equal 40 here. In fact, a decent chunk more. Because that way I get all the points for the remaining hands here. Our first choice here is 50 chips if we play a pair. Not amazing. Doesn't go super well with the full house or flush, but it will go perfectly fine for something. I just want some chip going and some mult going early on. I'll save the rest to get a little interest. Actually, let's just go for all this. Some planet cards early on will also give me some going. This will level up my full house. And I really do not care about straight flushes this early on, so I'll sell that to get the interest going. I could buy a pack here, but I'll just hold off for now. This extra $1 will help. Go for the big blind. Since I've leveled up the full house, might as well try for it if I can. I've got 6s and 4s here. Not exciting, but since they exist here... Oh, I didn't throw away Jack already, right? I've got 2 of those left. So I will instead switch up my 4s for Jacks. They're a bit higher in the chip value, and I have the extra discard with the red deck, so I might as well chase it. Looks like I could have gotten either. But I got the full house, which, just as a general reminder, any joker that says a hand contains a pair, it doesn't strictly mean it needs the pair. If I had just played the Jacks here, this would still trigger. It still contains a pair within it, even though I'm playing it as a 3 of a kind. And obviously, full house contains a pair as well. But this will trigger, give me the extra chips. With the leveled up planet, it's got that covered anyway. If I get another full house on the next round, it'll be perfectly fine. Looks like we can be going into more full house stuff. I don't super love building full houses over 2 pairs, but I can just kind of go into 10s and 4s and 3 of a kinds and see how that goes. That's what the game's telling me to do right now, so just roll right into that. Might not stick with that. Like, I want 10s and 4s for this, but right now I have kings and 7s, which will just trigger those ones instead. So I will just focus on the kings and 7s and hope that I can get those. If I don't, it's still early enough. But boom, kings and 7s. And a reminder with the debuffed cards, they do not count for chips or suit when playing them. They will not trigger any of these jokers. However, they still count for rank and suit for when they're being played. This is still a 7 of hearts for the purposes of being a flush and for the purposes of being a full house. So even though it's debuffed, that doesn't mean it's not still useful for what you're trying to play it as. And because this adds a bit of, or a bunch of malt for 3 of a kind, and this adds chips, easily cleared that round. The runner's not going to do us any good. It gives you 20 chips and it builds. If you do a straight build, it can be absolutely wonderful. However, definitely going into pairs so far. Hallucination, on the other hand, is a nice little bonus. It will give us extra tarot cards anytime that we open up a pack. And unless we need more jokers to do stuff, and currently we don't, we can just try to make uses of getting more packs. So I'd like to save up money for interest and whatnot, but right now the build is kind of depending on 3 of a kind, so I want to see if I can't just focus the deck a little bit more. And do not see anything to help focus the deck, so I'll just kind of grab a refund. The bonus cards and whatnot are great, but until I know which pairs we're really focusing on, I don't know what to do that. I could grab a gold card, but then I need to hold on to that card until the end, so I'll just grab the 7 money and basically refund my pack. Oh, this is a choose 2 one. So I could still just throw a gold card on something. Typically you want to throw it on something that you'll usually keep in your hand anyway. That way if you have to play it, you can play it, but otherwise it will be in your hand. You don't want to just hold on to a bunch of junk, as it makes it harder to fish for stuff. Though with the extra discard in the red deck, it is a little bit easier to fish for stuff, but we're just going to go ahead and make this Ace of Diamonds gold card. We might need to play it, but if we can hold on to it, great. We'll go fishing here and hope Hallucination triggers. It does. Gave us a lucky card. Not amazing odds on the cards, but doesn't hurt. We got straight base, and 4 of a kind, so we'll just grab the 4 of a kind as a backup. Doesn't make sense to skip it, we gain nothing for skipping it, so just grab the potentially most useful one. The needle's a bit of a pain, but with all the discards it shouldn't be that bad. So we might as well go for the polychrome. We might not hit a joker that's amazing for us, but we have a joker slot open, and that 1.5 times mult is a decent use. Times mult early in the game isn't amazing, because I don't have a hand built up very well, and if I don't trigger this, there's not much going on. That 1.5, if I don't trigger this, is only going to be based off the base here, so it might only get me an extra 1 or 2. If I do trigger this, though, then this 12 gets added to the 6 of the full house, coming 18, and that alone will add an extra 9 mult to my hand, which will be a lot. So I might as well grab it, hoping that I keep going with 3s. And later in the game, it will be nicer too. If I get lucky, it will be on a joker that also helps me in other ways. Like usual, just chasing the full house. Don't really care what they are right now, just chasing something. And there I got the queens to go with the 3s. I really want to focus my deck more before we get in later. And this is a really solid joker to go for things. I've seen a lot of people overlook the abstract joker. I've seen people take, even this joker over the abstract joker just because it triggers for what they're building on. And if you just pay attention, the mult on this joker only gives me 12. This one's 3 for every joker I have. It's 15. If I get negative jokers down the line, it'll become 18, 21, etc. But this one's really a great one to get in general with polychrome, because it will trigger its own mult first, then the polychrome. So this is actually by itself, what, a 22? That's going to be huge. As I said, I don't really love basing around full houses and whatnot until I get my deck built better. So now even if we just get a 2 pair, we'll still get the 50 chips from this and the mult from this, which is going to really help stabilize this run. I don't care about the 4 of a kind at this point. I'd rather save the money, but I will try to fish for more planets. I would love to get Uranus over Earth just to help support 2 pairs in case I don't get a 3 of a kind, because I'll be chasing the pairs the whole time. I just do not love chasing a full house the whole time. Eventually, I'm going to lose this chance. And when I do, if I don't have it built up in other ways, I'm going to just lose my run. But that chance is not today. There's the full house, and with everything else going, 7,000, almost 8,000 points right now. Which, given I only needed 800, not bad. So, I mentioned I don't like the 3 of a kind, not doing great with the 10-4 either. Hold on to this since I do have the boosted full house. I don't think I'm just going to walk into the 10-4, and I don't love building into that. So I think I'm going to ditch this one for now and grab this. I have the world, and yes, I'm not currently doing a spade build, but I can still base a lot of stuff around the spades. I can start focusing in on the stuff. I could have grabbed the ramen here, and that would go great with this, but with the red deck, I have a lot of discards, and currently I'm doing a lot of discards to get my full houses, so this is just going to degrade quickly and not be amazing by the late game, so I'd have to replace it anyway, and currently my hands are big enough, I don't need it to help. So why waste the money on it right now? It's not going to help me later, it's not going to help me now, it's just kind of useless even though it can be a great card at the right time. So I've got 2s and nothing else, so I'll just keep the higher cards there and go surfing. I need to get another 2 for the 3 of a kind. I got 5s and 2s, so that's what we'll be searching for, though I only have one more 5. I finally lost the full house there. That should be fine. Just in case it's not, I'm gonna look real quick. Always want to compare what's left, because remember, when you're playing with just 4 cards like this, you can always throw a 5th card in there. And I always want to search for more pairs, etc. So I've got 2 7s left, 3 8s, 2 9s, 2 kings. So I definitely want to save the 8. The rest, it doesn't matter which one I go. So I'll just throw away the lowest card with this. I think this is going to be fine just because we're going to get the chips from the pair and all the abstract joker in here. I don't have any spades. I'm guessing I don't need it. If I do, I'll play it next time, but this will probably be plenty with this. Yep, just enough, actually. But I had 3 more plays. I wasn't worried. Worst case, I didn't get him the one hand. So, as I said, I don't love building around 3 of a kind, especially since I've had pretty much no luck around stuff. I don't really have this built up either. So I'm going to go fishing in the standard packs. These things are a little tricky to use, but can be great for a couple things. First off, they are the only way to get cards with multiple bonuses on them in general. Otherwise, you play a tarot card to get some base level stuff, or you play a spectral card to get the seals or the shiny on them. These cards can contain all 3. If you get lucky, they have 2. But beyond that, spectral cards are not that common, and even if you open the pack, you're not guaranteed to get those. Getting one of the spectral level things isn't that uncommon. I'd say about half the standard packs would have at least 1. Right now, I've yet to do anything with this deck aside from the gold card. It means if I get any card at all that has a decent bonus on it, that suddenly becomes my go-to card to chase. And my deck starts getting more focused on what I'm doing. I start having an idea of what I want to copy with death cards, what I start chasing in general, which starts reducing the odds that I'm just chasing blindly and hoping that luck is on my side. So we'll grab one of these right now. And the only card I have that's bonused in any way is a 10. Perfectly fine. Now I have a 10, extra 10. Slightly increases the odds that I can get the pair of 10s. We'll call that good for now. I'll open another pack in a little bit. Spade cards are debuffed here. Oil Joker, I could probably afford. A little shame that the spade cards are debuffed, so I think I'll hold off. I can probably beat this alright, but I think I'd rather build up a little bit more, because I can't use any of my spade bonuses. And I'm also realizing I should have used the Magician before I opened the pack, so Hallucination had a chance to go. But now that I know that 10s are going to be useful for me, I can chase a 10, play the Magician on the 10, just to clear that up. Then I still have 9s and kings. Kings are worth a little bit more, so we'll just chase the king instead. But we've got the 3 10s and the king. We'll play that. And it'll probably be enough to change this hand, especially since we hit the 20 mult on the 10 there. That was unintended. Might as well... So this I can either buy and save until I have a little bit more money to double, or I can double it up now. We don't want to buy this. If I'm going into 10s, I want the 10s to be triggering the mult off this. That being said, I don't know if I have anything great to trigger off that right now. I might be able to keep getting the 3 of a kind. Which could be in anything. If I double my money now, it'd only be 6 extra. But I do kind of want to buy both of those, so let's go with this. We'll start with the standard pack, because one of the cards in the Spectral deck that I might want to take is the one that uses up all my money and gives me a rare Joker. So the less money I have, the better it is to take that card. Got the Justice. I don't have anything exciting bonus card-wise, so while this is a Mult card, it is also a low chip card, and Mult is easy to get with the tarot cards. So I could take the Wild card instead, which is technically a spade to go with this, and the King score higher, so I think I'll go that way. And then with the Spectral deck, get destroy 1 random card and get enhanced face cards, or destroy all other jokers, which would be horrible. And I guess we'll be destroying 1 random card. I have no 10s here. I've got none of my kings here. Those are the only 2 that I have bonused right now, so the only 2 I actually care about, and this will just give me more face cards. And I got lucky and got some more kings. So all of a sudden, I now have 7 kings, and it destroyed 1 of the queens, so I just have kings and 5s going on now. Kings are now my main thing I'm going after. It should be fairly common I get a pair of kings in any of my discard steps now. And 10s are decently common, but kings should not be that hard for me to grab along the way. Already I have a 3 of a kind with the kings. So even though these are debuffed, I'm just gonna throw these out here right away. I'm actually gonna use the glass card right away. So the glass cards can go either way. Unlike a lot of the steel cards on stuff that you're gonna use, they're great on things you're going to use normally. The other way to use glass cards, though, is you can throw them out there like this and hope they break. Hope I can just destroy this 8 right here, right now, and then it's out of my deck. Boom. Now I have less 8s. I know to always throw away 8s. Never chase 8s now. They'll always be my target of destruction. I want less and less targets in my deck to save, and just more focused in the deck. I always want to know what I'm chasing and increase the odds that I get those. I am going to start by grabbing this to see if I can get any better jokers going on. Got a beautiful death card to copy cards. And don't actually want either of those. I'm getting more focused, so I could chase another good card with the standard pack, but I'll hold off for now. Since I know I'm doing kings, I'd really want it to be a king. I could grab a different card instead, but it gets harder and harder to shift things into the stuff I'm doing. I don't have any great enhanced cards yet, but I'd also really like to build up my interest. As for what's coming up, remember, each time you beat the bosses, you get a different voucher. So on this level, if it's a good voucher, you'll potentially want to buy it. Because if I buy it right now, I'll lose $2 in interest. But if I wait until then, I can collect the interest till then. This one's a fairly solid one to buy, just so you know if you run into a boss that's going to, end you, you can be fine. Hi, Metal. I also am now realizing I've been talking so much, I forgot to make sure I was playing with comments only, so I'll have to go back and double check that in this video before I do stuff. So far, so good. These are only comments. But, wonder why you're being duped up. You're only showing once on the side. I know why. There, now it should only be once. Should be fixed. Worst case, this is an educational video and I cheated earlier and I'll have to do another run with this. But I'm currently commons only. I don't think I took any uncommons. It's sometimes hard to talk and to remember everything you're trying to do. So I'm chasing kings and tens. If I get another pair for anything that isn't tens, I will do that, but I'm always chasing kings at this point. I got jacks instead of tens, so that's perfectly fine. I also have aces, so that's also fine. And I don't love this 8. I already destroyed one, remember? So, want to get rid of all my 8s. Also have the death card sitting here. Yep, 8s are useless to me now. I want to just get rid of it. But I'm gonna do the full house, save the gold card, and go. Easily cleared that round. Upgrade the 2 pair a bit. And we'll chase a bit more 2 pair. It's not leveled up enough. Didn't get it, but that's fine. Don't really want to do the 3 of a kind. We'll do this. The last Joker, if you're talking about this one, just gives me molt, and it's shiny, so it gives me bonus molt. It's a polychrome type. And I got another round to collect stuff, so I'll save my money for now to get the interest. I got 7s and aces. I want kings and 10s, but 10s don't matter as much as the kings at this point. I'm feeling brave. We'll save 1 round with the queen. Nope. Queen goes away too. Now I have a bunch of aces again. Or kings again. But we'll save the king at least. Or ace at least. But I'll eventually play this when I think I need it to trigger with that. But right now we're still clearing the round without too much problem. I want to buy this to protect myself for later, because some of the bosses are mean. This one doesn't matter. I've already faced the spade one. I'll get both the Arcana packs. Or, I guess this is Celestial pack. Could have sworn that said Arcana. I guess I'll get protection from the high card. And we'll play this. So a queen is an obvious choice here, if I can, with the strength. We'll start with the world. And I guess we'll just strengthen these 2. I'd love better targets, but since I have hallucination, I need to stop wasting slot stuff. And this wasn't a spade. Oh well. We will bonus these two. Kings and tens are still our best, so we'll just keep going with that. And then we still can collect interest, so we'll just keep going. So, have fours right now, but I'd rather... Well, I can actually save both those. Nope, not going to waste money on the wheel at this point. I'm playing commons only, but I still might want to upgrade some of these. Like, this one's not great. If I can find a better chip one, that would be great. And I'm doing full houses well enough at this point. Like, I'm upgrading the 2-pair. I should be leveling up full house more. But, it's fine, but a lot of these jokers are probably not going to be in my final hand. This one's guaranteed to be, and this one probably will be. This one may be. These two won't. So even if I won the wheel, I probably don't want to hold on to it. And there's a full house for this. Now this one's tempting. Usually don't want to start going for 4 of a kinds until after you have at least 8 of a single one. I've managed to... My deck's still at 55, because I've added a few cards. And I have 9 kings. So, roughly 20% of my king deck is kings. The red deck has extra discards. I'm doing commons only, so I can't play with this card. If I wasn't, I'd be able to get rid of hallucination and chase this, and I think I probably could at this point. I have enough kings. I, however, do not think the Mad Joker is worth it. I'd rather stay with a more steady full house or 2 pairs, because that's just safer. But with the 4 times there, that can easily win in one go. I'm getting close to 20,000 points right now. If I sold this hallucination, focused on the 4 of a kind, I'd get 70, 80,000 points a hand, and if I continued building up, it'd be an easy win, probably. However, will just go fishing in a Celestial pack. And I have no Earth. I could do the 4 of a kind for the heck of it. But, yeah, sure. Besides being commons only, this is a tutorial one. So, why not work on unlocking some, or showing some stuff off too? Got the jacks to go with stuff. Sure, we'll just go with the full house that's already here. I was thinking about unlocking the 5 of a kind, which is even more fun. But we'll just play it nice and safe. Ace is straight, don't care about either of those. Arcana, because we do want more kings, or to delete stuff that we just do not care about. I don't want to get rid of the queens, because if we get the card that strengthens cards, these are kings in waiting. So we'll just get rid of the little cards. Now our deck's a little smaller, and increased odds that we can pull the kings. I always love my negative jokers, and currently it's not that hard to go here. I have failed at leveling up much, so the arm's gonna suck, but maybe I just go for my backup hand here, the 4 of a kind. And I think that will clear the arm in 1, and not ruin the full house I'm going for. I'm just gonna go for 4 kings. They're decently likely that I can get it. The arm's gonna eat my hand. I have no queens left, so that can go with it. But it's probably still gonna score quite well. Not as well as I hoped. So now I just chase the full house to go with everything else. Can't get the 6s, but I can still get the jacks. And we'll just play this hand and score a little bit. I'm gonna lose some of my 3 of a kind, but that's fine. If I don't get the jack here, I will be in trouble and lose this one. But I got it. Odds were decently on my side. I didn't have that much of a deck left. And I just make it. The arm is a mean one since it lowers your poker hands. So, even though this is a negative Joker slot, and even though it doesn't help me much, I'm still gonna buy it, because it's a common, and it will boost the abstract Joker. And I need the extra boost for the extra mole. I will buy this in a little bit. It does nothing, but it will unlock the second tier, which is an extra Joker slot. I do need to continue to improve my stuff, though. I need more planets, more spade cards. I will make this King of Steel card, because as I said earlier, you want to turn stuff that you want to hold on to anyway into your steel cards. Probably should chase another foil card, because it can just replace the Sly Joker as long as it's a common one for me. And I can probably handle the 30k. Well, maybe I shouldn't. The arm did just reduce me, so let's work on getting those full houses again, because I probably need 2 of them at this point. Maybe even 3 if they're not spade-based, it seems. So 10s and 9s and 4s. Yeah, the arm reduces quite a bit. And now that I'm down, I'm getting doubled less there too, so... Have no discards. And I'm running out of other stuff. I need 2 pair probably to carry me all the way over. The abstract will help quite a bit. So 5 is useless, 6 is down there, 9 is down there, Queen is down there. So we're gonna play this one and try to get another one just to make sure, playing it safe. Got the 2 pair, this will clear this, but as is obvious, we're in danger if we don't get some extra bonuses going. So we're gonna grab some standard packs here, just chasing decent cards and hoping Hallucination will trigger. This doesn't help, but Hallucination did trigger. Gold Seal Queen is pretty solid. It can become a king easily enough. And despite everything, we're going to sell Hallucination for the base Joker at this point. Plus 4 malt isn't a ton, but it's better than nothing, and it will get increased by this at the end, so it's effectively a plus 6. Again, not a ton, but need a bit of a boost at this point. Gonna chase the king. I have a full house of something that isn't kings. Fight's over. We'll just go with this. It's not a ton, but it's something. You're King of Spades, so I'm gonna turn you to a lucky card. Probably won't trigger. But if it does, that will help a lot. Still chasing the kings. Got the queen to go with it, so we'll play this. Oh, I had a discard left. Oops. That's fine. Who needs that discard? Oh, neither of those are useful. So we'll start with these. And I'm just going to grab the money from this one. So I'm probably going to need to be re-rolling at this point. And I'm again going to grab the money. Because I need to find some help from somewhere. Leveling up my 2-pair won't hurt. That's uncommon, so I can't take it. Can't take those. Can't take those. And the rest of that's not worth it. So got nothing better to go in this. So 2-pair might be what I need to go into instead of my full house. Even though it doesn't give me too much more, it just gives me chips, but it won't trigger this, so probably not. I need to get some good full houses here if I want to survive, and previous cards are not available. This might be the end of this run. That's fine. I can't win them all, especially when I'm doing the commons only runs. If I was able to replace some of this with better stuff, that probably would go better. But without the other bonuses, this will probably be, what, 7,000? Yep. And 7,000 times 4 is 28. Should have saved the 7s. Now I'm out of discards. So I'm just going to go with the 2 pairs, but this also will at best be like 5,000, 6,000. Yeah, not much that can be saved here. Just have to try again. And on the try again, I'll be sure to stay commons only this time. I think I stayed true to commons only with this run, but I honestly can't remember. Yeah, well. So again, I'm just trying to go through and do common only runs with each of the decks. Shouldn't be too bad, but, well, limiting myself can be quite difficult if the game just wants to give me uncommon jokers and no useful common jokers. Like usual at the beginning, I'm going to start probably with some sort of flush. Oh, I do not love the hearts here, because they're so low I'm not going to do it in one hand, probably. So I need to go fishing for better ones. Since I'm playing the red deck, I have an extra discard anyway. But it's not going to give me the spade, so... I'll switch over to 2-pair here. I could go fishing more, and it would probably give me the spade now. But I'll just quickly play 3 2-pair hands and not get that either. So I'll just play 4 hands and perhaps lose on the first one. So we'll start with a little extra, less money. That's fine. It's not important. So we're going to grab Supernova. Won't start off very strong, but since I already wasted some time playing extra 2 pairs, it's already at a +2, and it will just get stronger as the thing goes on. I can't be sure I'm going to stick with 2 pairs going on. If I get something decent for flushes or something else, I'll end up playing that. But already, the 2 pairs are going to end up being quite a bit stronger. The 250 for that. And I'm just going to keep fishing for more 2 pairs, because I like leveling up Supernova. There's queens. I can chase jacks, 10s, and 9s, that's fine. Queens, jacks. Now this will be a +4. I can get a chip card to go with it that I can play. I'm not going to go after that one, but we'll look at this pack. It'll be in pretty good shape. Well, I might as well take something, and if I can play a pair of 8s with this, I'll get planet cards. which, unlike last run, 8s might be useful this time. There's a pair of 8s. So we'll hold on to the 8s. Try to pair it with something else up high. Anything. There we go. Jacks and 8s. Be a 2-pair. Give us a decent chunk of points. Not enough, but it gives us a planet card and another 2-pair, which will clear this round. We're just slowly getting up there as Supernova continues to grow. It's a +6 now. This will pair decently with it. The extra chips with that start rolling in the points soon enough. I would still love a better chip card, but it's fine. This one's on common, so I can't take it because I'm doing commons only. And I could chase a planet, but I'll get those from these. Let's see if I can make more 8s in my deck in some way. Close. So, when I'm doing a pair run, I always love to grab a pair and increase those. What's going to happen when I do that is going to be the 6s are going to become 7s. So I'm going to have 6 7s, so I know to chase 7s. And I'm going to have just 2 6s left, so I know to always throw away 6s. Since I want 8s this time, I also am going to move these just 1 away from 8s. So if I get this card again and get a pair of 7s, well, I can just move those to 8s instead. So we're just going to turn those to 7s, and now I know I want 7s. I'm probably strong enough with these two now that I can take my chances and chase a Polychrome Joker. I might not have enough money to buy it if it was a higher tier one, but I can't get the higher tier ones on a common Joker run, so this is fine. So I'm chasing 7s, I'm chasing 8s. I have a pair of 3s already. So we'll just chase 7s and 8s. Oh, I don't need an extra 3. And I got the 8. So we'll just play the 3s and 8s. Give me a planet card, get the chips. Don't quite win with that. Do not care about straight flushes, so we'll just sell that for money, which will allow us to get interest this round. Have 7s, already used up the 3. Probably shouldn't chase the 8 again, so we'll chase the higher cards instead. 9, 10, Queen, King, Ace. Of those ones are lower, so we'll get rid of those. And this doesn't help my 2-pair, but that is more than enough 7s. I don't need to play 4 of a kind. Playing more 2-pair would be better for me, just so I can keep leveling up Supernova. Alas, I do not have it, so I'll just play the single pair and ideally end this. I just miss it. But I'll play more pair. He'll level up Supernova for a backup hand. Not the most exciting Polychrome Joker, but it's a common. I can take it. It will add more mult and multiply it. I can't quite afford the ice cream, but this would have been solid to take as well at this point. However, can chase a Celestial for Uranus. Level up my 2 pairs, it will help. And then this. So I've been playing 8s and 7s. I have a 2-pair here. I won't worry about the 7s or 8s too much for this because of this boss. But the boss is taken care of in one hand. Nice and easy, filling up. Not too bad. This is a common card. We can just kind of stack everything together. I'm playing 2 pairs. Pairs go with this. 8s are going here. This is a general. And I got nothing better to do. I'm missing a Joker. Might as well get a minor boost. When I'm chasing tarot cards to make more 8s or get other bonuses, I can also use the heart stuff to make my 7s, 8s, and whatever I eventually get to go with my 7s. Into hearts as well, so they'll get boosted from that. So we'll just head on out now. Neither of those are too exciting. But I do need to build up for the wall, so I need to play a lot more 2 pairs going forward. So right now my hands are only at 3,000. And that wall is 11,000, so if I don't play enough 2 pairs, I'm not going to beat that wall. The chips are fine, but they will decrease. I could get rid of the 8 ball and just stay focused on 7s, but I've kind of always wanted to mess with the 8 ball, so I'm fine with that. I usually don't want 2 cards from that, so let's just grab a single standard pack for now. So I am focused on 8s, so I could take this one over the 9. This 9 is tempting because just more money is going in. If I play it, I get $9, or $3. If I don't play it, I get $3. If I discard it, then I get nothing. So even though I'm going 8s, if I sell that 8 card, I could just stick with the 7s, and I could do 9s as well. So I think I'll just switch to this instead, and then I will just play it safe and say, yeah, screw the 8. I'll get the chips instead. That wall is dangerous. I'll worry about that wall instead. As much as I want to play around with 8s, I don't want to lose to this wall. I don't want to get greedy chasing one thing and not survive to, ever see it pay off. So, now I know I have 7s and 9s going on. So, those will be the things I usually chase if I don't see anything else going on. And then 9 and king. And this should be closer to 8,000 now, or... yeah, 7,000. So 2 plays on the wall thanks to the ice cream. We'll get through it. So this, unless I get focused, will give me 4 to 8 mult usually. This one's going to double my lowest, should give me 4 at the minimum and up to 20. So they're pretty equal. If I didn't need the chips from this for the wall, I could take that. It would get multiplied. This gets multiplied here. I think what I'll end up doing, this gives me plenty of chips for now. I'm going to sell this one and take this one. Since I have the polychrome, this will get multiplied. This isn't the most reliable, but I'd rather get a little bonus going on there. And I'd love to see if I can get another 2-pair bonus beforehand. I did not. So I'll just level up my backup hand more. And on to the next round. Like, I might have hurt a little bit from the whole losing my extra chips, but since I'm playing 2-pair, I can always toss my lowest card. And as I focus my deck more, I can work on getting rid of those 2s, 3s, etc. So ideally, this bonus continues to get a little bit bigger. And the 2-pair continues to get bigger. So we just work on getting the polychrome bonus bigger and bigger. So that's 8,000, not too bad. And then, actually, we'll replace the 8s with 7s, so the lowest card's 8. Slightly bigger bonus. And it should be another 8,000 and some, 9,000. The wall's beaten. Not too bad. On to the next ante. Don't see anything to quickly grab here. I wouldn't mind this pack. But I do want the clearance sale as well. So we will just continue on and save up the clearance sale. I will take my chances, I suppose. I just beat the wall. This isn't going to be a problem. I hope this hits another common joker so I can get a second polychrome, because I need to replace this ice cream anyway. I'm chasing 7s and 9s. Still chasing 7s and 9s. Still chasing 7s and 9s. And there's the 7s to go with the 3s. The lowest will be the 9s, so I'll look at whether Queen or Jack is better to hold on to. Both are fine, so whatever. I'll just hold on to them both. And I've got one discard left. Don't need... the 8 is better than my queens. Or jacks, so we'll go that way. Didn't get anything, but I'll just play the 9s. This will give me $3, and I have a backup 2-pair. Nothing here actually requires the 2-pair, aside from Supernova. I should be able to get 800, no problem, though. Well, this is a simple enough switch. I haven't really managed to switch any hearts into or anything to hearts yet. I will buy the voucher to make things cheaper, though I should have sold this first. Forgot to mention, when you buy the things that make things cheaper, that includes your sell prices on the jokers up here. So that's fine. We'll buy that and slide this in here. So now I have the double poly going on. And now I'm focused on diamonds instead of hearts. Not a big difference. And might as well get the steel card to help boost the mult as well. And just as a reminder, the diamond stuff will trigger before the steel cards, though all the other bonuses from my jokers will not. So the steel card's still kind of worth it, and I'll throw that on, what, a 7? 7 or 9, but probably a 7. Pair of 5s. Yeah, we'll just throw that on a 7 because I'm usually saving 7s. So this 1-9 will trigger with that, and that will increase. We've got 12,000 points. Still need to replace this. It's going okay. I got a little time to replace it still. I'll still buy some standard packs. Buy another 9. I just want more 7s and 9s, or really interesting cards. This isn't interesting enough, so I'll just buy a card to discard so I get tarot cards. I can't use rare jokers, so no reason to chase that. I got the kings, so I'll just chase the 7 and 9. Got 4, so just play this. I'll probably make it anyway, but worst case, I level up Supernova. 12,000 again. Obviously not enough for the end game, but getting there. And got just enough time to still get the glass or blank after this, so we'll play with the Arcana packs first. So I've got the bonuses for the diamonds, and 3 of my 7s and 9s are here, so I might as well just turn these to diamonds for now. And normally I'd probably destroy this ice cream and turn it into a random joker, but I might have to sell that in general. So instead, I don't have a diamond 7 or 9. 9s are worth a bit more, so we'll just turn that 3 into a 9. Focus the deck a bit more. And continue on. 7 and 9, but I got the 2-pair down here already. So we'll just play this one, get another 11,000 or so. Oh, 13. I forgot I had the steel card. Focus on the 7s and 9s. Got the king up there. Get the steel card from that. Create 2 tarot cards. Spades I don't care about. Glass card's perfectly fine. I'll make one of the kings a glass card, with the goal to have the glass card on the king trigger. If I was going for a big scoring hand on my own, it would have been a 7 or 9. But at this point, I'm alright. I don't need that glass boosting my own stuff, so I'm going to be trying to destroy that king. That's my big hope. I should have had it at the end there, so it'd be even bigger, but it didn't matter. That king didn't get destroyed, so I can use it later. So, neither of these are common. I can't use them. This one is a fine joker if you're playing hearts. This one, a lot of people love. I'm not as big of a fan on it as a lot of people are. So this one, make big number. And I understand why people love this Joker for that. A lot of people, if you look at the tier list, will put this A or S. I personally would put this closer to C. As much as this make big number and make things fun that way, it's going to end your run at some point. If you base your run around this card, it is going to ruin you. And that is because the Ancient Joker switches its suit at the end of each round, and it doesn't matter what your deck is. It doesn't base itself around your deck. If you're playing the checker deck, it will still do one of 4 suits. And while it's going on, this means you have to build your flush deck either the wrong way, or it's just going to screw you at some point. As you don't want your flush deck to be balanced. When you're playing a flush deck, you really just want your deck to always give you flushes. There's a Joker called the Smear Joker, which will turn your red cards and black cards, so they're just basically one suit. All spades are considered clubs, all hearts are considered diamonds. It's a great card for the early and middle game, but if you really want your numbers to go big, you don't really want it for the end game, because you want your deck just to be doing it. That card doesn't give you any direct bonuses. You just want your deck to be all of that one suit by itself through manipulation. As for the Ancient Joker, since it changes at every round, it's eventually going to hit the suit that just doesn't work for you. It's eventually not going to score. If you're strong enough that you can survive when it doesn't score, it can be amazing for making those big numbers. But if you are riding on it, it's gonna be horrible when your luck just doesn't come around. And even with the Smear Joker, that means it's a 50-50 chance that you're gonna hit the color that you don't really want. And if you're playing balanced, well, that still means you're just not quite as focused. This one can be fine for getting you there, and if you know what you're doing, like just focused on bosses, doing the small blinds to re-roll again, increasing your odds, using the tarot cards to switch your cards in the middle of going, it can be great to see those big numbers, and that's why you'll see it in a lot of the cards or runs with the big numbers, because making that suit play multiple times and score like this, when you get the multiplier going off repeatedly, like I said, it makes really big numbers. But if you're trying to make a consistent run, if you're trying to win, basing your run around this card, it's a 25% chance every single time that you're going to hit something that just won't score. Then when your big score is not coming around, yeah, it's not going to be pretty. And it's why I'm not that big up on the Ancient Joker. It's not the worst Joker in the game, and like I said, it can definitely make big numbers. But since you cannot control the suit, the best you can do is try to mitigate it by, if it's on the suit you want, skipping rounds to make sure you face the bosses on the suit you want. I just don't love it nearly as much as some other people do. I think too many people get focused on the fact that it can make such big numbers that they forget about the fact that if it's not on the suit you want in a flush, it can be horrible. On the flip side now, if we're not playing a flush deck, this can be an adorable bonus thing for like what I'm doing right now. I would, if I'm not playing common deck, absolutely probably take this Joker right now, because since everything is so mixed up on my thing, I'm focusing a bit more on diamonds now. I'm probably triggering this once or twice, so it's kind of like an extra steel card or two whenever I'm playing, which if I can get my base hand up more and more from planets, is just going to build nicely. If my 2-pair was level 10, it would be a times 11, and if that could trigger twice, that'd be 10 mult before everything else. There's better bonuses than that, but if I can keep building up and stack bonuses on top of bonuses, this can start giving me 40, 80 mult even on a pair build. So, as funny as it is, I prefer this for pair builds over flush builds. I think this is going to murder me on most of my flush builds if I try to build around it. I think this is a great bonus on a pair build. just my general thoughts on the Ancient Joker, because I see so many people love this and chasing this, and so many people losing their runs because of it. Anyway, Arcana Pack. Death card, 9. And we're going to make another 9. And just turn my 8 into a 9, and don't have a 6. Got an extra jack, so... the Money 9 in what way? I believe the Money 9 Joker's uncommon, if you were talking about that. Do I have another one to strengthen it all? I'm trying to destroy the queens. Got an extra jack. I'm using 7s. So I guess I just make one of these 2s a... Nope, 3s are down, 4s are down. I guess I make this 4 or 5. Oh, true. I could have done the Money 9, but at this point in time, I am more concerned about getting more Diamond 9s. I've got the Greedy Joker that gives me the +4 mult whenever I score it. I could have done the Money 9, and it would give me money, but that won't give me the extra score. I need to eventually turn this into a diamond, and then I would definitely target that one. But the more copies of this I make, the more things I need to turn into a diamond. And right now I'm only scoring 12,000 or so. I need to get more points going. So I was more focused on getting points instead of money. I'm not hurting too badly since I have the money voucher. I do like copying my special jokers, but... or special cards in general. But alas, when I have a diamond build like this going on with this card, just need to build up at this point. Ah, perfect. Bye, ice cream. So, my deck's starting to get focused, and especially for the red deck, Banner is beautiful. I have an extra discard, and thus, I will get 160 chips if I don't use a discard. I will search for another planet that helps me. I do not have one, so whatever, we'll take a 4 of a kind. I don't really want to switch anything. And then we'll continue on. Got another chance at a negative. So as long as I can't discard, I will just play whatever I have. And those extra chips should help a ton. Up to 22,000 now. And... planet cards, still chasing an increase to my 2 pair, which I got. Uranus is there. And Pluto's just high card, so I guess I'll take that. I can do this no problem. I'd rather have a chance at another negative Joker. So... I have to lose one of my discards. How many 9s do I have left after this? 3? Is this worth it to go after? I don't think so. I'll play one of the pair of 9s. This boss always makes me draw 3 cards. I don't want to burn all of my discards, so I'm going to do some of my plays. Ideally, this is like 8,000 still? 6,000. But I needed to get some sort of pair to go with this, Because I didn't want to burn all the discards. But now that I'm getting pairs, this should be perfectly fine. So if I had kept using the discards, I would have ran out of space. Well, not an amazing one, but if I do certain poker hands, I will get that. But I will redeem and make everything cheaper again. Throw a 3 in what way? Oh, you mean to increase this? I normally would, except I only get 3 cards back, so I wasn't planning on throwing them, because I might have needed it for the pair. More diamonds. More death. Let's just make more 9 diamonds. I still need to build up. That's too many queens. I'll use 1 discard here. That's still not great, so I'm going to lose some more chips here. Guess I could have played the 4 of a kind to change that. There's the pair. Fortunately, I've lost half my chips, but that should still be fine. Not exciting, but I want to hold on to those chips. And worst case, throwing single pairs will still build up my backup hand with Supernova. Riff Raff is fun. I don't have space to do much with it. But it is just a flat 10. This, if I can't get a 5 or higher gun out of there, is worth less. I can probably do better. So I'll just hold off on that. More death. Still would love this to be a diamond instead. But I'm doing alright with the money, so I'll just continue to copy the 9 of diamonds. And more 2 pair bonuses. Just gonna keep hoping I can build up and keep finding those 9 of diamonds and pairs with it right away. So I can play with the chip bonus, keep building up Supernova, and keep getting high enough hands so that I can score twice. Right now, I'm at the point where as long as it's a 100,000 boss, I'll probably be able to beat them. But don't want to stop trying to get stronger. Thankfully, with all the cost reductions, it's not too bad to just buy these packs and call it good. So we'll just continue on. Play only 1 hand type here, so definitely need to go with the 2 pair. Discard everything that's down there. Unfortunately, I gotta discard again. Got my 9s and 7s. And this is only gonna be 22 or so? 30 still. Thankfully, I've got diamonds with this. So this should still be around 30. I can only play 2 pairs, but that's fine. This will clear this boss, so on to the last ante. I'll buy this as soon as I see a Celestial pack that might have stuff in. Peek at the Jokers in here. It's uncommon, both these are, so I can't take it anyway. But if I was doing 2s, 3s, or 4s, this could be a lot of fun. Especially if I had Fibonacci with it. And this for double tags can be fun, because double tags can make a lot of negative Jokers and whatnot. Arcana pack. More death. I don't have any 9s there to copy, so I guess I copy the 7 of diamonds instead. Which, now we have 7 7s and 11 9s. Those are still our main things to go for. But jacks and 5s are our second best still. And on to the last stuff. Which, the boss here is absolutely perfect for this run. I happen to have a negative Joker I do not care about at all. It is sitting here doing absolutely nothing. So all cards being debuffed until a Joker is sold just means I'm selling this Joker there. This boss, meaningless to me. So I just need to make sure I can get enough points by the end. And I will have a successful run with just common Jokers in the red deck. And here's 2 pair. Enough diamonds. Should be 36 or so. 45. Getting up there even more. And 5 7s. Still the strongest. And Jack is the best after that. I have 9s to go with it. Single pair of 9s will be fine. It will boost my backup hand more. That's 15. So I know that my main hand is 35, 40, and my backup's 15 right. Level up with the planet more. See a Celestial pack. So I'll grab the voucher that makes sure that my pack always has my most played, which is 2 pair. So I know that that's there. Make that even stronger. And have the money. I'll try it. I do not care about the 8. I do not really care about the Queen, so we're not going to weaken the deck at all. Let's go on to the next round. And since I have a higher 2 pair and I can hold on to the steel card, which since my 2 pair is getting up there, that seal card will add an extra base 4 mult, which will then get multiplied twice over up here. That steel card's getting up there for being valuable. This will be what? Yep. And then we have 4s and jacks. Can still hold on to that steel card. So we'll throw that out, and that should clear this round. And level up the 2 pair. Check the Arcana. Bonus cards. Might as well make my 9s bonuses. And on to the last boss, which, unless I have bad luck, I'm feeling pretty good about. So I just sell this. Play the 2 pair up here. This should be like 60 or 70 thanks to the king. And then have this 2 pair, which should be another, what, 30, 40? Nope, 50. And there you have it. A win on the red deck with nothing but common Jokers. Unfortunately, we're at 4:30, which if you come to my normal Wednesday streams, means my day's about done. And since these runs on these decks take me a bit longer, and I have plans, which I will note, recently, Wednesdays, my plans require me to leave. Those plans have moved to Mondays, and will probably be on Mondays going forward, so I actually might have more time on Wednesdays going forward. Yeah, unfortunately, Tuna, this was just a quick thing for me to relax and have a little fun with. I was just doing some extra stuff. I'm explaining now that I might actually be able to go a little longer on Wednesdays going forward. We'll see. I'm still mostly quitting when my spouse is coming home, but my spouse has been having a habit of staying at work a bit longer recently, so I might be able to stick around longer on those days. But I've got to be somewhere else in town. Decent relaxed. I'm not minding, like, I've played so much of this game that I kind of just find it relaxing talking while playing this game at this point. And it's good practice for me while playing other games, too. Getting more used to streaming while talking and playing. Hopefully I sound interesting and not too, weird or boring while playing. Still get thrown a little bit while trying to concentrate on the game and chat, but I think most people get thrown while playing a game like this and reading chat and keeping track of everything. But yeah, unfortunately I can't stick around too much longer. I suppose I probably still have 20 minutes. I can't do another common joker only one while I'm commenting like this. What I probably could do is I could do one more quick run for the heck of it. I'm not going to do common only because those require me a little bit more focus and time. I don't think I've ever shown off the plasma deck here. And this one actually has a bit different play, and this one's going to require a bit more focus when I'm doing a common only run with it. I could try to do a quick common only run with it, but I might ruin myself if I don't get lucky. But this one's different because it balances the chips and malt when it's calculating the score. It just adds them together, then splits them out. Mathematically, with the two numbers like this, those two numbers being as close as possible is going to give you the biggest number possible. Now, there's a lot of other factors with it because obviously most of the chip cards add 50 to 100 and the mult cards only add 4 or 5. So just trying to add mult cards to get them equal won't give you the biggest score. But if all things were being set equal, if you were able to add 50 mult and 50 chips, either or with one card, and your score was 200 chips on one side and 50 chips on the other side, you would obviously want to take the 50 mult, because raising that 50 to 100 is going to make your score way bigger than raising that 200 to 250 while leaving the other side to 50. This deck does it on its own. And you'll see right away, as soon as I play something, it really doesn't matter. I don't need to actually hit 35 times, or 75 times 4 that I usually do. Even this tiny little flush, it's going to get balanced out and equal a bunch higher. The balancing act on this deck is, this first one's no longer 300, it's 600. Every single score on this deck is doubled. So we'll grab Supernova like usual, because I like it. It's a nice little bonus. I would have preferred a chip bonus at the beginning, because malt doesn't matter too much until endgame with the plasma. But neither of the jokers I had offered were great, so I'll just take the one that adds up a little bit. I'm really looking for chip bonuses at the beginning here, and here it is. And part of the reason I wasn't doing common build here, because now I can just zoom through. Stuntman is amazing on a plasma deck in early. So, I don't know what I'm building yet. Maybe I'll try to do a high card build real quick, because here, have some stupidity with Stuntman in the plasma deck. 24,000 points for a single card. Don't care about those. Celestial. Fine, we'll do 2 pair. Go. That doesn't matter. None of this matters at this point. Stuntman will carry everything. Stuntman will give us 24,000 points for the longest time. Earn money for cards traded in. We'll look for chip cards. Money card is fine. Look for chip cards. Actually, we'll just look for more money cards. Oh, and a chip card. So yeah, because everything balances and the chip cards get bigger so much faster, the big chip cards matter a ton more with the plasma deck. It's a fun little weird thing. We're just gonna try to earn a bunch of money, and I should have discarded for the mail-in rebate. But yeah, whatever. I'm just kind of zooming on through. So these cards, the molt, don't matter as much early on. The reason they'll matter later is because with the plasma deck and the game in general, what happens is as you reach the middle to end game, you start getting all the X mult and the glass cards and all that stuff stacking. And as you get all those multipliers going, that number starts going from like 200, 300 chips times like 50 mult to 200, 300 chips times thousands or tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of mult. And when that happens, the plasma deck switches from being chip run to mult run. And that's the big trick with this deck. You need to be able to figure out how to do that shift. On white stakes, as long as you just pile on chips, it's not really hard to win with this deck. And planets, really easy way to pile on chips. I can focus on 2 pairs if I wanted. It's not great with the stuntman. I'm probably just going to mess with high card if I can. None of those are good. Like I said, getting 24,000 right now, it doesn't matter. I just play something I should discard for money, but goofing around. Create a random joker, yes please. Bank, you don't really need it. You don't really matter. Give me the high card one already. Yay, Pluto! Give me something for discard. Sure, I can grab a spectral pack. Destroy cards for money, because I don't care. Actually, do I have more 10s or 9s left in my deck? 9s, so these 10s can become jacks. So why not? Actually play a hand with some points. It's worth 40,000. Battle boss will be 200,000 to 600,000 with this deck. So I need to keep building up, but I can grab the banner now, which give me even more chips. And see if I can't just keep building up that high card. See if I can't just make a goofy little high card deck with this real quick. That was the wrong button. Stone cards would actually be pretty good with what I'm doing right now, because I can toss them on, leave those be high cards. We'll play the wheel. Nope, nothing on the wheel. Well, one hand type this round. I wonder what it's going to be. High card! And up to 50,000 on the high card. So now I have these two combining together for 120 chips. I will boost the banner more by taking that. We will do this. Anything that I can easily get chips on will be fun. You know what? Screw that. We'll get this. Now I can discard a card every round to upgrade the high card to get more chips on it. We have bonus chips from that, bonus chips from that. This is giving us more bonus chips for that. And then I can discard that. So until I need the chips for the banner, I can build up this. I'll probably replace this at some point. We'll grab a negative joker while we're at it too. But I discard that. And this wants me to lose my hearts. And then I play this. If this doesn't have much on it, we're at 45. We'll just build up a little bit. The banner's getting a little weaker when I'm doing this, but 45,000 is plenty. The driver's license won't do me much good, but it's a negative joker. And a slight times doesn't hurt. And we'll continue to search for more high card. None of that's high card, it doesn't matter. And unfortunately, well, what suit does this want this time? Still heart. So discard to power up that, and the arm is going to be a pain, but play that to lose a level, but we'll beat it in one. And I'll dig for more jokers to see if I find any that are more exciting. The current setup's not bad for what I'm doing. Ideally, it'll be enough change stuff, and Brainstorm came in. Get rid of the discard for this. So, we're going to do a lot of moving of jokers around now. So first things first, that wants spades. So, we're going to waste our first discard copying Burnt Joker twice, so we gain 2 levels to our high card. We're going to waste our second discard, discarding all the spades, copying the castle. I don't know if this will work the way I want it to, but ideally this gains chips twice over. We'll find out. This either becomes 18 and this is useless to copy, or it becomes 27. It is useless to copy. Good to know. Finally, we can just copy Stuntman for 300 chips as we play the last card. Just a single high card. And we suddenly have a 130,000 point hand. Banner doesn't care that much. Like, Banner's still okay, but we can do better. If I get another copy Joker, Banner is going away. Because I can ideally raise this up. I'm going to just stop caring about Banner and try to raise this as much as I can. I don't care about mult cards. We will see. Extra money's not bad. Losing cards doesn't matter. Stone card. I talked about a stone card and I messed up earlier with that. I can sell this one. So again, this one wants hearts this time. So, first discarded poker hand each round. I can stop being goofy. And this is still a high card. Discard to that. Build that up. I have more going on, so I can just discard this to level up that more. I don't have any hearts there. But I can turn this card into a heart. And discard more cards for the heck of it to level up with that more. Move Stuntman back. And boom, another 100 and something thousand point hand. Yeah. I care so little about Banner at this point. Even though it can be useful for this. That I'm just gonna focus on building up the castle. Gonna grab this and increase my hand size to counteract Stuntman. And might as well increase my number of hands just in case. Grab our Arcana pack, see if I can find some more chip cards. Nope, so we're gonna play the wheel, and nope. I was expecting that to hit the bean. Standard pack, looking for cards that have bonuses to chips. None of these really do, but red seals are good. This one unfortunately has no repeat hand types, but since I am hitting at a 100,000 or so, it doesn't really matter. Turn you into a glass card. Clubs this time. Oh well. And then we will just play that 7. It's 140,000 now. Just a bit more, and most of the bosses will go down without a fight. Extra hand. Celestial to look for more of my card, but with the Burnt Joker, we're just building that up nicely. It's already at a 10, which is adding an extra 95 chips. It's not the most exciting, but it's getting up there. I can make use of this one more time. Don't sell you. It is clubs, which I do not have a single one of. Nope. High card, discard, level it 2 more times. Sell this, play the Judgment for the fun of it. That's okay, but not amazing. Try the Joker again. The Bull is more fun. I'll just start saving all my money, I suppose. Use my discards up for that. And then play the 7 for some money. And 170,000. So, the developer has not officially stated whether they're planning expansions or not. Their statement was, I will continue to develop on the game as long as I feel motivated to, and currently I still have plenty of motivation. Now, that is not a guarantee that anything will come out. And, oh, there's a chip card. And as long as the game blowing up hasn't, you know, put a ton of pressure on them, I imagine there will be a number of updates or expansions to this game. That being said, I could also see there being plenty of pressure about making sure any extra content coming out is high quality, etc. As given the quality of everything that has gone on with the game is very well balanced and everything like that, I could see the person behind the game wanting to make sure everything's just right before they release it. Though I believe they also spent a decent amount of time letting people go on it. So there is an entire challenge mode. They originally sounded like they were planning on releasing like a daily challenge thing going on, and it instead just turned into the challenge. I don't think this store page has been updated yet, but if you go to the store page, it still talks about a daily challenge. It got updated, it's not there, but it was there for a long time if it isn't there anymore. And that might still be added, but I imagine a bunch of more challenges are going to be added in. Jokers, I would be shocked if there weren't more added in. Highest and spades. The Space Joker has a 1 in 4 chance every time you play a hand to level up. It is really useful a lot of the times. The downside, especially for what I have going on, is I'm playing one hand around. It's not very likely to go off, and my Burnt Joker is just carrying me. I also am curious for if the developer is going to do something like set up a sort of online/streamer mode. Streamers are handling it just fine on their own, but there is a bit of a thing going on where people are just competing. Yeah, online PvP might be going on for like speed runs or high score challenges because people are just doing that naturally as it is. Also, wouldn't be the worst to have some sort of, you know, pseudo co-op mode added. Club card. Don't need to pair. Switch that again. I think there's a lot of ground to be dealt with like working together with chat to play or vice versa. Like, I wouldn't mind collabing with someone and helping them learn how to play better in the game. Or if I had more chat, etc., perhaps letting chat kind of play one of these times. Right now, I find it really relaxing to just go through and play myself. But I could totally do it the other way sometime, too. Especially with the regulars that have been watching me, see how well you've learned from me, and if you can go through and, you know, win easily enough. Ooh, a foil joker. Do I care about you over anything? I don't. Oh, I didn't actually even switch anything. Yeah, whatever. As for a battle pass, I'm gonna guess that's not gonna be anything that goes on. I wouldn't be surprised if more decks came either. There's a decent modding scene going on for the game. But it's hard to say for sure. I haven't seen too much go on from the developers specifically saying what they're working on, or if anything is truly coming right away. Yeah, that won't do much. Certain time attacks, etc., could come. Totally possible. Discard a club card. I card up to level 21, because why not? More clubs. More clubs. I'll play whatever card, because it doesn't matter. Alright. I might have to figure out where my Joker is for the last one. But it doesn't matter too much, I don't think. Yeah, a timed run could help. You see it with like the Pokemon challenges between Nuzlocke players and speedrunners, how much different their strategies are when it comes to that type of stuff. So there's definitely a difference between timed and speedrun type deals that way. Me, you saw my movie, you can see how much time and energy I can put into it if I want to. Oh, fun. I've been building up. One of these do I want to get rid of? This is the castle I've been building up. But I can also do this quickly. I am never going to be a proper speedrunner at this, though. I've never had real interest at speedrunning like that. It doesn't matter. Discard this, gain 3 levels. I have decent skills at a lot of things, but I've never had the motivation to dedicate my life to perfect something like that. I probably don't need to do this. I'm going to slow it down just slightly. See if I can find my jokers. Nope. I ended up winning without being able to find them. But there you go. A plasma run, just throwing around high cards for the hell of it. Because why not? But I did officially just get the notice that my spouse is coming home, so I definitely have to end now. I hope the extra little run was at least interesting. The plasma deck is fun to mess around with. It takes a decent amount of effort to unlock. I haven't done too much in the way of explaining how to do the higher tiers. I believe the plasma deck was the one that you need to get a black stake. Not black stakes was erratic, wasn't it? Was it blue stakes or orange stakes? One of the middle stakes in order to unlock the plasma deck. Erratic deck is the last one that you have to win the second to last difficulty for. And the erratic deck's fun too. But that one's just random cards. But as I continue my quest to get all the Joker decks with the common only run going, that will come around. I'll just continue to pop on from time to time when I have room or time. I have a whole backlog of videos I need to edit and get out. I just didn't feel like editing today, so I did this instead. Anyway, hope everyone stays well. I'll be around again. Plan is still Exocanus on Wednesday, continuing that. So we'll pick up with that, and I'll see you then. Bye!